Hello everyone, I'm just back in the video. So guys, today we're gonna do an official trailer breakdown of the official trailer for The Flash. So this trailer came out yesterday during the Super Bowl, and it's honestly one of, if I think it was my favorite trailer that came out yesterday. We got a full trailer for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. We had TV spots for Transformers: Rise of the Beasts and a lot more things. And we also got an official trailer for The Flash. And we also got a little TV spot. I'm gonna make a little breakdown of that in a separate video maybe, because there's some stuff I want to talk about there's some stuff I want to talk about that are in that TV spot. So yeah, let's go.
Tell me something. You can go anywhere. Another timeline. Another universe. So why do you want to stay and fight to save this one?
Because this is the world where my mom lives. I'm not gonna lose her again. Time has a pattern that it can't help reliving. Different people, different worlds, drawn to each other like magnets. It's my face. You stole my face.
Okay, so in this first part of the trailer, we see Barry time traveling to the past to prevent the death of his mom, as it is in the comics, which is the main inspiration for this movie, which is the Flashpoint Paradox comics, where Barry Allen goes back in time to save his mother from being murdered by the Reverse Flash, and by doing so, he creates a whole new timeline where, for example, Thomas Wayne is Batman instead of Bruce Wayne. In that universe, Bruce Wayne died, and Thomas Wayne became Batman, and Martha Wayne became the Joker. So here we see the first look at Ben Affleck as Batman. So we already saw a lot of set pictures for this scene, which will probably be early on in the movie, where Flash and Batman are chasing criminals in Gotham City. We know that it's Gotham City because we see a couple of references to Gotham in this exact trailer. Here we see this huge flash thing with a lot of lights, which is probably when Barry is traveling back in time to save his mother. So here we see finally the two Barry Allens. So with this whole time traveling thing, it's of course Barry will find a younger version of himself. So what I'm thinking is Barry will travel in time twice. So how this will work? So let's start at present day after the whole Batfleck chase scene. Barry goes back in time to when he was a child to prevent his mother from being killed. Then, after that, he went forward in time, and he ended up with a younger version of himself, or a teenager version that we see here in the trailer, which has longer hair and everything. So that's how I think Barry will meet this second version of himself, and yeah, this will continue on in the movie.
If you were to go into the past, you have no idea what the consequences can be.
Bruce, I could fix things.
You could also destroy everything.
This can't be happening. I completely broke the universe. Zod.
We've been waiting for you.
I created a world with no metahumans. And now there's no one to defend us.
So here we see both Barrys arriving at Wayne Manor, as we saw in the first trailer that we released at DC Fandom. So I'm guessing that the present day Barry went after Bruce Wayne in order for him to help them, to get things back on track and to make everything as it was. So that's why I think they're going after Bruce Wayne, but they don't know it's Michael Keaton instead of Ben Affleck. And here we see this interesting scene where I'm presuming is the accident that gave Barry his powers. We never really saw that in the DCU before. It's cool to see it now. So I'm guessing that whenever Barry travels back to the, I'm going to say past with teenage Barry. I'm going to say young adult Barry, let's say. That version of Barry still hasn't been struck by lightning, and I'm guessing that the both of them are in the lab at that time, and once he gets struck by lightning, it goes through, present day Barry somehow. And here we see our first look at the Flash ring, which is something everyone really wanted to see finally done, in live action. We kind of saw it in the Flash TV show in season 5. But it's cool to see now a higher budget version of the Flash ring, and we can see it splits open to reveal the little Flash suit that will probably, just pop out of the ring, and Barry will go at super speed to, dress in, like in the comics. So here we see a conversation between Barry and Bruce Wayne, played by Ben Affleck, about Barry going back in time, to change his mother's fate and make her not die. And Bruce here warns him that he could destroy everything. And Barry, being the idiot that he is, not listening to his peers, he goes back in time, and that's how we got this movie, basically. And then here we see Barry at this type of room looking at TVs with General Zod in it. So this is really like in Man of Steel, and that scene at the farm, at a camp farm, where Superman and Martha are seeing the TV with Zod going after Superman. But in this movie, there's a twist that it's not Superman he's after, it's Supergirl. And we will talk more about Supergirl later on in the trailer, so stay tuned. So here we get our first actual look at Michael Shannon back as General Zod for Man of Steel. So last time we saw General Zod, it was pretty, let's say, snapping. And it's really cool to see him back for the Flash movie, which really doesn't make sense. I would rather have General Zod back for a Man of Steel 2, but that's not happening. And I think if they brought Zod to Superman and Legacy, I think it would be too repetitive to have Zod as the main villain in 2 Superman movies with about a 10 to 12 year difference. So yeah, I want to see how he will play on to this movie, and yeah, pretty excited to see Zod back. And here we see our first images of Sasha Calle as Supergirl. So we later in the trailer we find out that this version of Supergirl is Kara Zor-El, or Clark Kent's cousin. And in this universe, in this timeline, Supergirl plays out what the role Superman played in Flashpoint, where Superman did not land at the Kent farm and was a puppet, or a prisoner of the government, and he stayed weak without getting proper sunlight for years. And that's pretty much Supergirl's role in this movie, be this version of Superman.
Want some help?
Oh. You are?
Yeah. I'm Batman.
If I can't undo what I did, if I can't get back, there might not be a future.
So here we finally have our first actual look at Michael Keaton back as Batman, 30 years after he last worn the cowl, saying his iconic phrase of,
I'm Batman.
You're as beautiful as the day I lost you.
And yeah, really excited to see him back. We saw this Batcave, like a modernized version of his Batcave with the Batmobile and everything. That Batmobile still looks beautiful to this day. So yeah, pretty excited for him to come back. And this little action shots of Michael Keaton, even if it's CGI, still pretty excited to see everything he does in this movie. So yeah. So here we see the two berries, touching feet, make a big lightning explosion with their two separate lightning colors of orange and blue. So I'm guessing this is the final battle between the two berries, Supergirl, Batman, and Zod. But something that I will touch on later in the video is another villain that is possibly in this scene as well, which was leaked out with toys and Funko Pops, which is another version of Barry. So yeah, pretty excited for that. But this scene just looks really cool. So then we see this sequence of the Batwing with a lightning cord, plugged on it. I think it's striking Barry. So according to some leaks that I saw on the internet, Barry will try to get his powers back after losing him somehow, probably because of the whole Flashpoint thing. So that probably is the explanation why Barry is getting his powers now. Then we see Supergirl punching Zod right in the mask or in the face, and I wonder if this will be some type of scene similar to the Man of Steel, where Zod's mask was getting destroyed and he was getting confused and dizzy because of the different oxygen thing that Earth has compared to Krypton. I wonder if there will be a callback or a little reference to that, because I'm sure this whole Zod thing will have lots of callbacks to the Man of Steel movie. So then we see a little more of Ben Affleck as Batman with his new suit, which looks really tactical and I like it. And if you see close enough with the exact good lighting, it looks like it's a gray and blue suit finally in live action. And I'm pretty excited for this. I gotta say the chest plate looks a bit weird, like it's dividing in the middle. I understand it is made like that to look more practical, but it still looks kind of weird. But I'm happy we're getting a blue and gray Batman suit, especially with the yellow belt. Kind of wish they had like a yellow outline around the bat symbol, but they just couldn't do it. So yeah, still pretty excited for this. So here we see young Barry trying to kick someone, and this is the new villain that I was telling you guys about earlier in the video, which is the Dark Flash. So we see in this frame red lightning is making some type of sand explosion, and this is probably Dark Flash, not Reverse Flash, don't get it confused. But I think this might be this universe, the DCU's version of a Time Remnant. So if you guys watch The Flash, you know that Time Remnants are this type of ghost thing that go after people who mess up with the timeline. So I'm guessing this is some type of Time Remnant, or maybe like the Black Flash, which was Zoom, after Time Remnants did it. So I'm excited to see how that plays out, the whole Dark Flash thing.
What's the play? Batman, what do we do?
We try not to die.
It's not Clark.
My name is Kara.
I'm Barry. We're Barry. Barry, what are you doing? Our kids are gonna want to see this.
We play Saturday, and they're getting ambushed by armed men. And I'm guessing this is the establishment where Supergirl was kept all those years. Since we see in the scene with Batman doing his little punch down thing, with Supergirl in that uniform that prisoners wear. So I'm guessing this is where Supergirl was all those years prior to Barry and Bruce letting her out. And that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching this video. Hoping you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and comment below what you guys think of this trailer if you guys are excited for the Flash movie. I'm Neil. Peace out. Take care.